Has this ever happened to you? You're working through your Edgenuity lesson, and you've taken your quiz twice, and you're out of retakes. Maybe you didn't do so well. Well, here's what you got to do. After you realize you don't have any more retakes left, okay, you need to go to Canvas. And for the purposes of this video and this example, I'm going to be using my humanities class. So I'm signed into my Bethel, and I go to Canvas. And I go to my class, imagining that I'm a student in my humanities class, but this would work with if you're in my history class or my honors humanities class. It's the same steps, just in whatever class you're in. Now that I'm in my class in Canvas, I go to Modules. And I go to the module Guided Notes. Okay? Now, the Edgenuity quiz that I failed was in ELA. So, what I want is the ELA Guided Notes. So here I am in the ELA Guided Notes. And it says, so you have taken a quiz twice and did not get above 70%. What's next? It's time for guided notes. This is not a punishment. This is an opportunity to ensure you understand the content of the lesson and are prepared to be successful on the quiz the next time. Download the PDF below and complete the guided notes using the Notability app. All answers can be found in the lesson sections. Each page tells you what lesson section the answers can be found on. If you need help downloading the document in Notability or submitting it to Canvas, please let me know. Now, when you watch this video, you'll notice that there's one link down below when you click on this, and that'll be a link to this video that you're watching. How neat. So, I need to do the guided notes. I'm going to click on the PDF, and it'll open in a new tab. I'm going to export this PDF to Notability. If you don't have Notability downloaded on your iPad, you need to go to Self-Service and you need to download Notability. I'll give you a second to do that. Okay, now you're back from downloading Notability. And you're at the PDF page. Okay, you clicked on the PDF, it's open in a new tab. You need to click on the box with the arrow on the top right. And you need to scroll over until you see Copy to Notability. Sometimes it just says Notability. Either one will work. You click Copy to Notability. Then takes you to the Notability app where you create a new note. You want all the pages. You then click Import. And it opens up the document in Notability where you can edit it. Okay? Here's your next step. What you need to do next is you need to go to the warm-up, because that's where the information on this first page of the guided notes is located. And you'll notice that this here looks exactly like the slide in Edgenuity. Let's take a look. I go back to Edgenuity. I go back to my course map. And I go back to the warm-up. Now, I start watching the warm-up video. And I'm just skipping through this for the purposes of this video. Hey, look, here's the slide. Okay? Learn about characters, setting, and plot. Back to Notability. Learn about characters. Oh, setting is the answer that goes in there. Okay? What I need to do is I need to create a text box so that I can type. Okay? I've changed the text size with these arrows right here so that I can see it. Okay? Now, maybe you have good handwriting and you're good at writing on an iPad or you have a stylus. Okay? and you can write. I'm cool with you writing as well, because that's legible. Okay, and I don't mind if you go a little bit outside of the box. In fact, I'm even okay if you write it a little bit outside. Let's see. Connect characters and events in a story. Connect characters. Okay. I'm even okay if you do something like this. Okay? It's still legible. Now, that doesn't look super neat. It's not great. I'd prefer a text box. But I'm not super picky. The main thing is the text can't be super small. Okay? I don't want text that's like this big that I have to strain to see it. I want your text to be pretty large, probably like a 15 or a 16. If it's really big, that's great too. Okay? Now, let's imagine I've done all of this work. I've gone back through the instruction and the warm-up and the summary and all of it. Now I need to submit it. So, I click on the box at the arrow out on the top left. Okay? Then I go down here to Other Apps. Now, I need to be signed in to the Canvas student app for this to work. If you're not signed into the Canvas student app, this won't work. Okay? So if you try this process and it doesn't work, go sign into Canvas. If it still doesn't work after that, let me know. So I click on the box up here. I then go down to the bottom and click Other Apps. Then I click Share Note. And this is formatted in a PDF. If you notice right there, it should be in a PDF. Okay, I won't be able to read it if it's any other format, so it should be in PDF. I go to Share Note. I then scroll over, and I'm sharing this note through the Student Canvas app. Okay? Now, here, you need to make sure that you pick the right class or course. So for my demonstration, I was a humanities student. So I've picked humanities, and now I need to pick the right assignment. And so I pick ELA, Identity and Fitting in Guided Notes. And then I click Submit. Alright? And on most of your iPads, your settings are probably set so that when you submit an assignment on Canvas, it will give you a little notification at the top of the screen. But either way, I can go in and I can check in my class if I submitted that assignment. Now it probably won't show up on mine because Student View doesn't always work perfectly. So for me it says it's not submitted, but that's because Student View is unreliable. It's just a tool for teachers to see what students see. But on yours, it should show up with a green arrow right there, and it should say Submitted. And if you click on Submission in Rubric, it should show what you submitted right there. If the Canvas app option will not work for you, then you have a few other options. One, you could email it to me. And sometimes that will open up your email. I'm not sure why it's not opening up my email, but you could email it to me. You could send it as an attachment. You could upload it to your Google Drive. And then you could email it to me. Okay, now this file will be on my Google Drive. There's lots of options here if the Canvas app option doesn't work. The important thing is that you get your guided notes done and turned in to me so that I can open up the quiz for you.